Hey guys, in this video, I want to talk about the pros and cons about living here at Windsor at Johns Creek Apartment Homes and why I believe that you should not live here. So let's get into the video and let's get it. This area actually right here is the little guest community area. Pool's pretty nice, but I do want to mention that we had a lot of issues when it came to the pool's cleanliness. During the summertime, there'd be a lot of people using the pool, and then it would just start to get really dirty, and then they'd kind of sort of clean it out, if that makes sense. There'd still be like debris inside. It'd be kind of like this weird greenish color, and oftentimes my family and I would get inside the pool and like scoop stuff out on our own, and then we'd let them know about it, and then weeks later they would finally clean it out. And so right now it looks pretty clean, but it's the winter time right now, so it's gonna be kind of clean. But even still, I can still see debris inside the bottom of the pool. So keep in mind, if having a pool is something that's really important to you, just know that there's high odds of this pool being dirty if you move to Windsor at Johns Creek. However, I can say that we had a lot of great experiences in the pool when it was clean. So it's just something to think about. Hey guys, so one of the first issues that I want to address here is the mailboxes. So this is the mail area, and particularly this is our mailbox right here, see? And I originally, when we got here, I asked them to fix this mailbox, and they still haven't fixed it. We've been here over a year. We're about to move out, and they still have not fixed this. So our mailbox essentially has been unlocked and unsecured this entire time. So anytime anything came in here, it would have been easy to just open this up and you know what, this looks good, I'm gonna take this and walk off. So, and it's not just mine. Let's take a look around. There's this one right here, it's broken, still not working. Oh, it's open, but you could break that open easily. That's not secure. This one down here, that's not secure. Oh, let's see. That's not secure. That's not secure. This one's kind of open. Let's see, what else? Oh, this one's not secure. Look at this. Oh, right here we got these aren't secure. That's not secure. You see what I'm saying? There's multiple around here. You got these ones not secure, not secure. Then you got over here. This one's open. Look at this. What the? Oh, it's right here, but it's jammed and it's broken. That one's open. That one's open. Those are all open and unsecure. Principle being, your mail is not secure here. So just keep in mind that if you move here, you decide to come here, more than likely, your mailbox will not be secure and your mail will not be safe. Something to consider. Another positive aspect of this apartment complex is that they do have a nice dog park for running your dog, to play with your dog. It is pretty spacious. We have actually a German Shepherd, so she's really enjoyed being here and using this dog park. I don't have her with me at this moment, but if this is something you're looking for, you have pets, you have a dog, you want to have it come out here and run around, this is a great aspect to have in this particular apartment complex. It is right next to your pathway into this area right here. And if you go that way, that's where like the pool and stuff is. So it's located in a nice little area, kind of secluded from everything else. So if you just want to be here to sit and be with your dog and have some peace and quiet, this is a great place to come. Something to consider. All right guys, so another great addition to this apartment is the playground. They have a great area for kids to play. So if you guys have little ones, this is great. My kids really love playing on here. And then my older ones, I enjoy the tennis court. So there's also a nice tennis court here. You could ride bikes in here. You can, play ball. Some kids in here are playing soccer. You could also play tennis. You can play foursquare. There's all kinds of stuff you can play in here. And it's a great place for the kids to hang out. You also have the nice charcoal grills here. See, on the inside. If you want to come out here, barbecue some stuff, hang out with the family, enjoy yourselves, especially if you live like right here. It's really convenient. So another great positive thing about this apartment. I do apologize, it's gonna be a little bit dark in here because we've already moved out. This is our last day. So as soon as we moved in, one of the issues was right here. You see this plug right here inside of here, these two plugs. As soon as we moved in, I plugged in something to try to use it and it stopped working immediately, shorted out. And from that moment on, I wasn't able to use the plugs inside of the master bathroom. But then when I asked them to come and repair it, they came, they repaired it, and the same thing happened again. We plugged something in and immediately it stopped working. So it's kind of like, hey, the first thing that we experienced was plugs are not working inside of the master bathroom and then continued to not work for the rest of the entire time. Something to think about. Also inside of the kitchen area, the plugs that we have down here on both sides also stopped working. Kind of experienced the same issue that as soon as we plugged something in, it would short out, stop working. We asked them to come repair it and it just was not getting repaired properly. So that leaves no master bathroom plugs and no kitchen plugs on the island area where the sink is. So in this area right here, those plugs just basically didn't work. We came to use the microwave. As soon as we opened this up, this top panel up here, that's inside of the microwave just fell down. So the first time using this microwave, I almost got hit in the head by this black piece that's right behind here, and it almost hit me in the head and still has not been repaired to this day. All right, so another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the cabinetry. The cabinetry has been very subpar throughout the entire apartment. If you take a look, it looks like it's really nice, right? Looks very clean, looks sturdy, but it's actually not. This drawer wasn't pulled on, yanked on or anything. It just kind of just fell apart over time. Some of these cabinets are like, look, this one's coming off the hinges. They're just very poorly made or constructed or put back together. See, like, I don't know, these ones are, oh, yeah, this one has a hard time pulling in and out. This one also fell apart and broke. Look, these are off. Yeah, there's just, oh, right, this came off. There's another issue. The towel racks in both the master bathroom and the kids' bathroom is very poorly constructed. Easily came out just, putting a couple towels on here. This wasn't like ripped out or forced out. It just happened to be from basic use. So something else to consider. Okay, also in my son's room, we had an issue with the fan. The issue was that if you went and turned the switch off, it would turn the light and the fan off. So you couldn't operate the fan without the light. It had to be the fan and the light at the same time. So you know how you're just chilling in your room, you want to turn the fan on, but maybe you're getting ready for bed and you don't want the light to be on, so you just want the airflow. Well, you couldn't do that in here. It's either on with the light on or not at all. And again, never fixed. So that's another thing to think about. Okay, another really big issue that we encountered that was really bothersome was the dishwasher. Was the dishwasher. Here, take a look, let me explain. So here's the dishwasher, and it's a basic dishwasher. And, you know, just by taking a look at it, you would think there'd be no issues. But when we first moved in, it only did maybe a couple washes. And then after that, it filled with water and it became inoperable. We told them to come fix it. They fixed it. It did like another wash or two, and then the same thing happened. It stayed filled with water. They wouldn't come back and fix it. It ended up leaking on the floor. It damaged the hardwood floor here, or this laminate flooring. See, it's already damaged here. And they still haven't come to fix that yet. It looks like since we moved everything out yesterday, they've come back in here and they've drained the water. The water is now gone, but this was filled all the way up to about right here, full of nasty, disgusting water. Smelled like rotten eggs, and again, they never came to fix it. So there's a lot of issues when it comes to fixing things that they don't really follow through, or they do a half-assed job. And that's something to really consider if you're thinking about moving in here. All right, guys, another negative aspect of living here at Windsor at Johns Creek was the washer and dryers that were provided. It might seem like that shouldn't be an issue, but here's the thing. Not only are they extremely close together, so I'll try to do this as best as I can, but here I am standing right in the middle. This is the distance in which they want you to wash your clothes and then pull this out just to dry your clothes. How is this supposed to be enough space? Like, just look at this. No. Aside from that, we had an issue with this dryer. It broke down and stopped working. We asked them to come fix it. They came, fixed it. It started working again. But then it would take 2 or 3 dries to make sure one load was completed and dried. I don't know about you, but it would actually make more sense to just go to the laundromat and wash and dry your clothes. It'd be faster. You get it done within a reasonable amount of time. But this situation here with the washer, the dryer, they don't quite function properly, and it just made doing laundry astronomically longer. So another thing to think about when moving here. Another positive aspect of living here at Windsor Johns Creek is if you get the right apartment that's kind of in the back of the community and has a backyard, it'll be fenced in and it'll be extra large. So it's really nice that your kids can come out here and play, or your animals can come out here and play, and you know, you could throw the ball for them and stuff like that. You could just open the door, they go to the bathroom, come back in. It's very convenient for a lot of those reasons. But also it's more secluded, and so you get a little bit more personal feeling than being around a bunch of people in a large complex. So in our case, I'll show you right now, we have a nice little yard like this, and it goes all the way back there. So, you know, throwing the ball for the dog and stuff like that, it's really nice. You just have this really nice area to kind of hang out. But even so, there's, you know, people right here, but you're more secluded, and it just feels, you know, like your own little personal space. And see, the only thing next to here is this drainage area and trees. All right, guys, so another negative issue with living here at Windsor Johns Creek is the trash. Now, this is not our trash, this is the next door neighbor's trash, but I don't have any trash out front of our door, so I'm gonna use this as an example, is that they have valet trash, right? So I think it's like 3 times a week, they'll come over here with the truck, they'll walk in here, they pick up your trash, they put it in the truck, and then they go and throw it away for you. It's supposed to be a convenience, you pay extra for it. However, there's some issues that I want to talk about real quick here. If you put your trash out here, because this is our door right here, if you put trash out here and for some reason some animal comes to it, messes it up or something, they will let it sit there for days, not take it, and then also charge you a fine and then remove it. So if you do put your trash out here, make sure it's on the day that they're going to take it, or it's in some type of container so that no animals get to it and they don't charge you a fee for having your trash out. Also, when I did take my trash and I brought it outside and I left it here just for like 5 minutes or so, they walked by, they took a picture of it, they charged me a $75 fine for keeping my trash outside, even though it was only outside for about 5 minutes. And then I took it out to my car and I took it to the trash. But see, for them, they were saying that it was just sitting out here, and because it was sitting out here, period, they charged me $75, and they would not reverse that. So I got charged $75 for letting my trash sit outside that I took to the trash personally only for 5 minutes. So that's something to think about. There's a likelihood that you can get charged $75 for having your trash out by your door. Something to consider. Thank you guys for watching to the end of this video. I hope you guys were able to get a clear understanding of the pros and cons of Windsor at Johns Creek Apartment Homes and whether or not you still want to live here at Windsor at Johns Creek Apartment Homes. I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.